all set up the same. I think Yamaha should produce them. I think it should be a Yamaha 125 spec class, 12 rounds. All these amateur kids, top 40 amateur kids in the country get invited to it.
Well, you want to know another rumor that I heard talking about that?
You spend way too much time on Vital.
No, it's not. It's not from Vital. It's from people that have nothing to do with Vital. The rumor on that, and that's actually been a thing too, make it in a 125 class, but basically there'd be a kickback to the manufacturers because it'd be a true national series for the 125 class.
Yeah.
So we know that KTM, Gas, Husky, Yamaha are the only manufacturers that still produce brand new two-strokes. Like, there's other ones over in Europe and stuff, but like those are the main four that people pay attention to. So obviously Suzuki, Honda, Kawasaki, they haven't done it for a long time. Did you know that there was a thing going around when that was actually becoming a possibility for doing the 125 stuff, that having a kickback to the manufacturers, that Honda, Yamaha, and Kawasaki, or not Yamaha, Honda, Kawasaki, and Suzuki actually threatened to pull out of the Nationals if they did that?
Good,
because they'd be so pissed off that they weren't getting a kickback, and people go, well, you're the ones that don't make two strokes, so why the hell do you give a shit?
I say, good, let them.
Like, when I heard that, I'm like, are you shitting me?
If y'all want to cry about it, go ahead.
That's exactly what I said. I was
Take
like,
your ball,
are
go
you
home
kidding
and
me?
cry. The rest of us are going to enjoy the racing.
I just heard that, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like, why do you care? You don't make two strokes anymore, so why does it fucking matter? Oh, because you're not getting let in on the Cool Kids Club and getting a kickback for something you don't do?
Here's a little secret to Mr. Honda, Mr. Kawasaki, Mr. Suzuki. You guys are now the minority.
Oh,
Where you were
it's
the majority,
Austrian, bro.
you guys are now the minority who doesn't make two strokes anymore.
Well, speaking of that, they're also not looking. Have you seen the and while we're getting off track with shit, but have you seen the contingencies for outdoors yet?
8.3 mil.
Yeah, but have you seen the breakdown of each who's getting what?
But I assume Kawasaki's is big.
Kawasaki's is the biggest, right?
Okay.
Kawasaki, yeah, no. I think Gas is actually the biggest.
Really? Weird.
I think it's either Kawasaki or Gas. So if it is Kawasaki, that I think Gas is second, and I think Suzuki obviously is going to be the lowest. It goes like Kawasaki or Gas, and then like KTM, Husky, Yamaha, Honda, whatever. Like Honda and Yamaha are pretty close. But Gas, aside from, because I think you're right, I think Kawasaki is number one. Aside from them, their payout is almost as big as the other manufacturers like Honda, Yamaha combined. How pathetic is that the newest, and I say newest, but it is newer, the newest brand is putting out more money than the big four other than one of them, like the OGs manufacturers. Like, I find that so pathetic.
Austria's coming to eat their lunch, dude.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So this is something genius that I didn't realize, and I don't know, maybe you realized it, and I'm just a fucking idiot. But I was listening to some podcast this week, and I can't remember which one it was where they pointed this out. So Gas is like the entry-level brand for the Austrian companies.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's like the cheap, quote-unquote, cheap brand of the companies.
Yep.
And then you go up to KTM and Husky are the more elite brands. And I'm just going, this is fucking incredible. Like, I've never thought about doing that in the power sports industry. I mean, you look at all the car manufacturers, they all did it, you know. Chevy was the intro brand, and Cadillac was like the, it was always the Cadillac of cars.
Well, and like whatever. Ford and Lincoln.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, holy shit. And I'm like, why do these fucking other companies not do that? Well, number one, okay, I'll just put it out there. They're stupid.
Well, they're small-minded.
I almost said it in a different way that in 2021 would not be acceptable.
Yeah, they're small-minded.
They're stupid.
Yeah.
They are stupid. The fact that Suzuki's irrelevant. I'm not talking about Suzuki anymore. The fact that Kawasaki and Honda no longer make any sort of 125 two-stroke. You've seen everything that happens. I mean, dude, the Yamaha two-strokes have not changed since 2003.
And the crazy thing is they're still considered the best.
You want to know what they changed on them? The bodywork.
Yeah, they've done that every 5 years.
So why don't you all just dust off the old blueprints from 2007 and start cranking them bad boys out again and just fit it with some different plastics.
And the YZ250 stroke is still one of the most highest selling bikes of all time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you could pull out, like Honda and Kawasaki, could pull out their 2007 schematics, start making everything exactly the same, put a modern bodywork on it, modern set of handlebars, and a modern seat cover, and boom, you're in.
Well, the thing is,
And
too,
you're making money with next to zero design effort.
right now there's a lot of guys at Honda, and they come from the MotoGP side of things that are obsessed with two strokes. A lot, like, just let me set the scene for you, and this is going to sound a little bit exaggerated, but like, okay, so like say this is the Honda facility,
Yeah.
like wherever in Japan the Honda facility
Yeah.
is. You got all this, how many ever square miles it is, it's fucking huge. So you have all the different stuff. You got the bike side, you know, the dirt bikes, the road bikes, the UTVs, the cars, all that kind of shit. You got all their testing stuff. But like, pretend on all the way other end of the building, underground, there's a little bit of a layer. And this, like I said, this is going to sound exaggerated, but I'm trying to paint my picture here. There's a group of guys right now at that Honda facility that are two-stroke fanatics and that are figuring out a way to break back into, get all the fucking top execs, get them out of there when their contracts run out. They want to bring two strokes back because they come from the GPs, the MotoGP side of things. So these are the smart people that know how to do shit. Mm-hmm. And they want to bring two strokes back to Honda. And this has been like, I guess, like a 10-year plan. So we're looking at like 20. So this has been going back to like 2015. So like 2025 to 2026.
Okay.
They are legit trying to figure out a way to get some of these people that all they care, and money is obviously the biggest thing, but like they have a different look on how to present things. They want to get two strokes back. They want to, because that's the thing. People forget this. The Honda CR250 two-stroke is the most winning bike if you go through all the eras of all time. Like, it has more championships than any other actual bike. We're not talking about riders. We're talking about just the Honda 252 stroke in general. If you talk about the 80s, the 90s, and through Carmichael's era, has almost more championships than any other just bike ever. And if you call out in the GPs and all that kind of different shit, and Honda knows that. So Honda, we kind of know, especially being Honda guys, how Honda fanatics are. Like Honda fans, Honda consumers are probably the most diehard, crazy fucking people.
Yes, we
when
are.
it comes to So just imagine the Honda two-stroke guys that are buying all these old, whether they're doing the Evo vintage stuff, the Super Evos, they're buying the 80s, the 90s bikes, they have the 2007 CR250, whatever. Think about how much they would pay if you told them in 2025, we have a brand new Honda 252 stroke, brand new engine design.
I would have a deposit on it yesterday.
That's my fucking point, dude. They would pay buku bucks for that bike. Mm-hmm. They don't care how much it is.
I can't afford it, and I would have a down payment on one. I'd be like, I want the first one.
So there are actually Honda guys right now that are trying to figure out a way to make this happen because they think it's absolute bonkers that Honda doesn't produce a two-stroke.
I mean, I just don't get it, okay?
I don't know about Kawasaki and Suzuki. I don't know. Suzuki doesn't have the money. I don't know why Kawasaki.
Suzuki, I heard like 2 years ago they were trying to make a kit so that you could buy the 250F,
but it's like
the
a kit
125.
But it's like a kit car. It's not a real. It's basically like doing
an option.
It is, but it's not. But it's not like a true like. Hey, this is
better
like,
than nothing.
Yes, I completely agree. And I don't know what Kawasaki's deal is. I don't know what their excuse is. But the thing is that if Honda did this, oh my god, I can't imagine how much they would probably sell out before they even got the fucking units in this country.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I just don't get it.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, we got way off track there.
It's a good time though.